BPS Custom's coverage of CES 2018 in Las Vegas is brought to you by Enermax and CableMod. Thank you to them for making our trip possible. Check out their links in the video description and make sure you're subscribed to the channel for all the latest hardware news from the year's biggest electronics expo. What's up, guys? We're here at Lian Li. They have a couple new cases they're showing off, the price points of which may surprise you. Also some really cool looking new fans and an AIO, which was a big surprise. So let's hop over here and check out what they got at CES 2018. This is the PCO11 Dynamic. Now the PCO11 actually is going to be released in two different flavors, and we're going to take a look at the other one in a second. But you can see this is a full custom build with the Lian Li logo. This is actually a reservoir built into the front panel here, but this is not the way that it's going to ship. But the PCO11 Dynamic actually has a couple really cool new features that Lian Li is introducing into their case lineup. And maybe the coolest feature about this case is that it's coming out in March and it's going to be $129 US. So for all those companies that are introducing new cases and blasting the price to the roof, Lian Li is saying, nah, we're going to undercut that. We're coming in way lower, $129. You should see this case in March. But let's take a little bit of a closer look. So front panel, USB Type-C. We'll swing around back first. And you guys can see that there is some significant cable management options here. This actually is a removable panel that you could tuck all your cables behind, make everything look nice and neat, and make sure that back panel fits on there securely. If you swing around back, your hard drive cage, which is right here, is actually accessible through this panel here. So it's a captive thumb screw that comes out, and then you could actually access all your hard drive bays just like that. I've been told you could actually fit a second power supply in this chamber as well, if that is something that you're interested in, if you need some extra power in your system. I assume most builders will not be going that route and will instead use that for storage. But you can see that you could actually also mount hard drives on the inside of the cable management bar. So they've tried to make it such that the back panel is very neat and buttoned up when everything is put together, and there's not a lot of cables flying around. So as you guys can see in the interior here, obviously they're offering the vertical GPU mount, but they've done something a little bit different. They've offset it from the front of the case by a good couple inches. So even if you're not setting up a custom loop here and you have an air-cooled card, it shouldn't be choked for air at all. You should definitely have plenty of room for cooling. In addition, you can mount up to three 360mm radiators in here. One on the top, one in the back, and then one on the bottom, as long as you have the GPU mounted horizontally, like I suppose normally you might. So Lian Li's done something pretty innovative with the way the side panels fasten here. The top panel actually keeps everything secure with the two captive thumb screws in the back. When you slide the top panel off, then you have access to remove the side panels, which are actually not held on by any screws at all. Instead, it actually slides up vertically and comes right off like that. But you could see that even without the top panel on, it's not like it's wobbling around. It's very secure because it actually is sitting in separate slots that are held in with pegs. There should also be plenty of airflow through the top panel because you can see all these slats that line up with the filtered opening up top. And this is a magnetically attached dust filter. But if you want more airflow, Lian Li actually is also introducing a separate version of this chassis called the PCO11 Air. So this is the PCO11 Air, and you guys can see that it has different panels on the top and the front that will definitely allow for more airflow, as the name implies. But otherwise, this chassis is actually exactly the same. This one might take a little bit longer to come to market, but the price actually might even be cheaper. This is targeted around $120 US. These are the new Bora Plus 120 fans. They have an aluminum frame, and as you guys can see, they are RGB. But these are coming in March. 3-pack of these will be $99, and you can see that the frame actually has different colors available. You can get them in black, red, that's a blue, even though you really can't see it, and then you could get it in the traditional silver aluminum. Completely unexpectedly, we have a new AIO. Now, not many details are available yet on this, but we are hoping to get some more information, perhaps by Computex or so, with a release date hopefully later this year. One of the unique things about this AIO is actually the pump is inside the radiator instead of inside the block. So A little bit different from the way everybody else is doing it, but looks pretty cool. And then finally, we have these fans. Now, these fans don't yet have a proper name to them, but these are going to be more on the budget side of things. You can see the LEDs are actually only in the hub versus like the Bora Plus, which has the LEDs in the ring outside as well. But the great thing about these is that a 3-pack of these is going to be $39. So that's it from the Lian Li suite at CES 2018, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to our sponsors, Enermax and CableMod. Catch you guys in the next video, which is probably coming pretty soon.